If you level up your ability to create small moments of appreciation for the tomorrow version of yourself, then your mind will learn how to love you and it will begin to only show you positive thoughts. Yo bro, my name's Jas and I teach the art of self-discipline to young men because it changed my life and it will change yours too. I'm just trying to get you here quicker than me and better than me. You seem interested, so hit the subscribe because it helps me help you. My overthinking mind completely ruined my life between the years of 2018 to 2022. So that's when I was 16 years old, all the way up to the age of 20. Bro, during this time, I genuinely had zero self-belief. I didn't think that I'm gonna make it in anything. I was a mediocre uni student. I was even disappointed in myself when I looked in the mirror, bro. I literally felt like pure shit because I'd see my physique before going to have a shower and stuff. And bro, just seeing that made me think, is this really like the body that I'm in? Bro, we all want the best for ourselves because that's going to help our self-esteem and help us feel even better about moving towards our goals and making actual progress. But when you're making no progress, bro, like your mind just begins to eat itself alive. And that's exactly what happened to me between the age of 16 to 20. For 4 years, bro. 4 long years. That was like a quarter of my adult life at the time. And I felt that way for all of those years. Look, anxiety and depression are so prevalent in the modern day society, and I can't lie, bro. All doctors do is say, yeah, take this pill and it'll make you all better, but that's not the way it should be done. And we've got it wrong down from the definition, bro. Like, look, anxiety is simply overthinking about the future and depression is overthinking about the past. But why are these words nouns? They should be fucking adjectives. You should be describing people as, oh, he's feeling depressed or he's feeling anxious. Not like he's got anxiety or he's got depression, because these aren't what a person is. It's what they feel. It's what their mind is showing them at the time. Sometimes a depressed person can actually feel happy for a split second, and an anxious person can feel at ease for a split second. That means that their mind is not plagued. It's the actions that are wrong which is causing this negative feedback loop in the mind. And that's what causes the overthinking. Bro, it just pisses me off that for 4 years of my life, I was misinformed, yeah? All these people online, the doctors, the school system, they tell you that like, yeah man, you probably have anxiety or whatever. And I'm sat there like thinking, I fucking don't, bro. Because anxious people, depressed people, they've still got goals. They've still got places they want to get. They've still got things they want to achieve. And if they achieve those things, they'll no longer feel these feelings again. And bro, you inherently know that. Sometimes an event happens in your life where you truly do feel absolutely devastated. You're lamenting because someone might have passed away close to you, near to your heart, right? That's different. Even though the grieving process takes its toll on you, you still heal on the other side and you still end up living your normal life and making the progress you were going to make. So look, bro, if you still feel misinformed and hopeless about your overthinking mind, I want to be here as a guiding light to you and show you that there is a way out of this, because I used to be the exact same and I was also completely misinformed. So look, I want to give you the real information that made me feel better, so hopefully when you apply this to your life, it can make you to feel better too, bro. Let's be honest, you haven't done much this past week to give yourself a reason to be grateful for you. If you don't show your brain positivity, why should it give you a reason to be positive? If all you show it are like negative thoughts and negative actions and saying one thing but doing something else, then surely your brain can only portray that back to you. It's like a predictive modeling machine, bro. Whatever you show it, it will show you. And look, I can't lie, bro, your brain's automatic mode is usually going to be stuck in some sort of depression or anxiety loop. And that's usually because of what we see on like TV shows, social media, stuff like that. Like, these are all media which spike your emotions and they spike certain hormones inside of you. So what that causes, bro, when you keep like chronically going online on games with like friends that are shouting in your ears and, you know, games that show killing and stuff, I know you feel unaffected, but it all makes a big difference to your mind, man. Especially when you watch like TV shows as well and scroll on short form. You're going into like the creator's frame, and whatever they want you to feel, you're going to feel it. They're going to put certain music, certain text, certain topics, just going to make you feel like shit. Then you scroll to the next one and it makes you feel something completely different. This causes your emotions to be very fickle, and you end up spiking in all different sorts of directions because of these things. Bro, it's fucking evil, yeah, but what can we do? This is the world we live in now. All you can do is try and save yourself. So all of these modern world things have basically made it so that your automatic brain, the automatic mode that you'll be thinking in, is going to be one of either thinking about the future or thinking about the past, and overthinking in both. The aim that I want you to have, bro, is to override the automatic mode. And you're going to do this by starting with small, tiny little gestures for yourself that just make you feel really appreciative and truly grateful for being you and like for your past self. So imagine if you were sat where you are right now, but you had a fucking six-pack, you probably wouldn't feel so bad about yourself. And this would only be the case because the past version of you had put in all those workouts, all those diets, stuck to a disciplined routine and done this for you. So even though you're on your side watching YouTube right now, it doesn't really matter because past you gave you this six-pack. So you can't really feel too anxious or depressed, overthinking about shit. So I'm going to help you now learn how to start doing things for your future self. So in the future, even if you're doing something that's like a bad habit or whatever, or even if you're left alone and you'd be overthinking and anxious or depressed, you'd actually not feel that because you're going to learn how to do things for the benefit of yourself. If I had to sum it up, it's just basically to make the future version of you happy or grateful that you existed and did that thing for him. So what thing exactly are we doing? What you got to do, you got to think, okay, what can I do to relieve the stress or unburden the shoulders of my future self? And then you do that thing. I'll give you some examples of what I've been doing as well myself. Like, I've been doing this for years, like literally 2 years straight I've been doing this stuff and I haven't stopped. But this is where it all started for my discipline journey. There are going to be some weird examples because it's like so personal to me, and I've tried to like really think about all the intricate details so that you can kind of find some inspiration, maybe do the same thing, or maybe you come up with your own natural ideas yourself. So I'll get straight into it, man. Something that I do is make my bed, but I re-fluff everything, make the pillows really fluffy and stuff. So when I jump back in it at night time, KO, knocked out, bro. I feel so good because it's like so comfy, and I'm like, damn, I'm happy that I did that. Otherwise it would have been some crumpled up bed in the night time and stuff. It's just that little thing of like fluffing it back up, making it look nice, that when I jump back in at night, so grateful for past version of me, man. Another one is when I have work in the morning, I usually actually wake up and I either train or I work on YouTube, then I go to my job. So the morning is usually really, really packed up tight, and not to mention all the like personal development habits that I do. I jump in cold showers, I do breath meditation, visualization. So literally, bro, for time, I'm fully packed up tight. So I always think like, what can I do to make tomorrow me not be late and not feel like he's tight for time? One of the things is, yeah, I get out my suit, my outfit, and I'll lay it out the night before so that I don't have to even think tomorrow about what I want to wear or whatever. I literally just grab it and I can put it on and leave. Bro, another weird one that I do is that when I park my car, I have like two entrances to my house, right? I can either enter from the back or enter from the front. The main road is actually at the back, but it's so much easier to just like enter through the front, right? But that's not my actual driveway, so I've got to like weirdly park my car on the road or whatever. It's a little bit harder. It's like 5% more effort, right? But what I do is I flip the car around, put it at the front of the house, reverse park it in, so that when I need to go in the mornings, I get out of my house and I'm like, oh, thank God, like the car's there. It's not all the way at the back. I don't have to walk all the way around and like, bro, you know what I mean, right? I don't have to take that extra like minute to walk around the house. But because of that, it just makes my mind so happy. Like when you start doing these little things for yourself, you feel a little bit more grateful for everything around you. Like, bro, I'll look up at the sky. In the UK it's completely freezing, but I'll look up at the sky, I'll see, even though it's so freezing cold, I don't feel the cold. I just see the bright blue colour and I'm just like, wow, this looks amazing. Then I jump in the car and I either go for my workout or I go to work, and it just feels that much better and I feel that much more happy and grateful. I literally go outside smiling just because I park my car differently. And the last one that I can think of, bro, is that I do a cold shower every morning, right? So what I do is I set my clothes up on the really hot radiator. So then when I've cold showered, then I brush my teeth, like, yeah, just so my body naturally like heats up by itself. That's what really like enhances the hormone attack that happens inside your mind. It makes you feel really good. Dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, epinephrine, cortisol, all makes you feel great, right? Side tangent, whatever. But I always like wait for my body to heat up, but then my clothes are already on the radiator. They're so nice and warm. It's like so toasty. It feels great. Like it's like the same feeling as like a warm hug. And bro, all these little things, it just feels like past version of me loved me so much that he did that for me, and now I can feel good about it. And I want the same kind of thing for you, bro. So I hope this video gave you some ideas of what you can do. And when you start implementing this, you'll quickly realize that this shit gets really easy. And then you'll be probably thinking like, what's next? So I'm going to give you a sort of snippet of what could be next on your journey. I believe that the greatest gift that we have as human beings is our ability to dream and visualize things. Bro, I could ask you to imagine an elephant running through the desert and galloping like a horse, and you can imagine that right now. You're probably thinking of it right now. It looks fucking sick, right? But that's our greatest gift as humans. I don't think any other animal on the planet can do visualization or dreaming or communication as well as humans can. So why don't you use that to your advantage? Think of that one goal you have, and I ain't here to lube up your mind to help you mentally masturbate, bro. We're gonna go into some actual action steps. Think of that one massive goal you have. Maybe it's to get the best grades in that exam. I'll use that as an example, bro. But when you think of that dream, the amazing result, I want you now to extrapolate backwards and think, okay, today, what's the one big, massive action that I can do to make progress? So if you're a guy that wants higher grades, for example, the one thing you can do is open up the assignment and start writing the assignment, or open up the past paper and start marking yourself and doing the paper. If I told you to do one massive action and your goal was to have a six-pack, the one massive action would be to hit the fucking gym, fasted, no food, and just train like an animal. Then come back home and eat clean. Those are like the 1 to 2 massive action steps that you can do. So I want you to think of your goal, think of your dream, your vision, and extrapolate backwards to what you can do. Look, bro, my results from the moment that I started doing small, micro level delayed gratification earlier on in my life 2 years ago. Bro, in 2023, I started parking my car that way because I wanted to start getting into boxing, and I started actually going boxing, getting really good at it. I even ended up getting a six-pack from it, bro. And not only that, I've built up my dream physique now after starting bodybuilding 11 months ago, even though I didn't even know what I was doing, bro. I barely knew anything about building muscle, eating properly, training like an animal, but I figured it all out. I really urge you, yeah, to think, what is my dream? What is the one thing I can do? A high leverage action. I call it the high leverage 20% task, because it's the 20% of actions that get you 80% of the results. Pareto's principle. It's all true, bro. It works throughout every facet of life. And I want you to think, bro, what are the 1 or 2 massive high leverage actions that I can do to really help myself? But it all starts with the micro level stuff, bro. So don't bombard yourself with all this information. Just think about the small things you can do for now that can really make your future self feel good. Even tomorrow, even tonight. Like, you can lay your clothes out right now, and then tonight when you go into your room, you see your pajamas already there. You're like, I don't have to think about that right now. And then you can really focus on relaxing. Or you can bring out your clothes for tomorrow. Or you can, like, I don't know, put your clothes on the radiator. Bro, these are all examples that I've used, right? And that I've thought of for this video. But I'm sure you've come up with so many ideas. I urge you, yeah, to go take action right now, or even to write this stuff down. Take a break from the scrolling, take a break from the YouTube, and just get on it, man. Start doing something that's actually going to benefit you. If you feel like you need extra help with the discipline, I've got 2 links down in the description. One is a link for my full self-led program, where you can actually take yourself through all the phases I could think of to get fully disciplined from 0 to 100. And the other one is just a free call to see if me and you would be a good fit for my one-to-one coaching package. And with that, bro, sweat or regret, man. I'm out.